Today we are going to be unboxing the Drop ENTR. So first, let's unplug my old keyboard and get it out the way. Put this keyboard down. And obviously we are going to be using the RAM to open up the package. You know what, I'm just going to peel the sticker off instead this time. Well, that didn't go as planned, but that's fine. Opening it up, we can see we have some paperwork here. We have this nice pull tab. The keyboard itself, which I'm going to put to the side. Pull out the rest of the box. And we have a USB-C cable and a keycap puller. That's pretty much everything inside the box. This is the keyboard itself. Let's get it plugged in. As you can see, it's got a yellow tinted white LED backlight. I wouldn't say this is necessarily white. I'd say it's definitely more of a warm white / yellow. Obviously, we can adjust the brightness. There's no real fancy modes on this keyboard. It's just different levels of brightness. Let's compare this to the size of a 75%, as this is a TKL board, which is obviously slightly bigger, but it still doesn't have the number pad, so it's nowhere near a full-sized keyboard. So here it is right next to my 75%. As you can see, it's only a little bit bigger. I thought this was going to be way bigger than it actually is. And also, just the extra, like, 1.5 rows doesn't make it that bad. I'm going to be using this for the first 2 weeks before I put out my review. But as first impressions go, it's not as big as I expected, which is actually a good thing. But now let's type on it a little bit. I'm going to unplug it just to see how it feels, and so I don't end up typing anything. The Halo Trues feel very, very, very good. Like, bottoming out, I don't think it's going to accidentally happen. They're a much heavier switch than I expected, and I think the bottom out force is around 100 grams. I could be wrong about that, but it seems about right. Typing on this is going to be fun. Let's take a look at the switches by taking off some of the keycaps, and then we'll do a proper sound test. By the way, all of these keycaps are doubleshot PBT, and as you've already seen, they do have shine through. So as you can see, these are the Halo True switches. They have like a salmony pink stem with a clear housing, which makes sense because of the LED backlighting, but yeah, they're pretty satisfying switches to use. Now let's head on over to the first actual sound test. I'm not excited for the stabilizers from what I've heard, but I'm being optimistic. So that's been my first impressions of the Drop ENTR. The sound test was the switches stock. I haven't done anything to the stabs or the switches. We're still trying to get to 100,000. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you. Bye now.